Hey everyone. Looking back at the course, one thing that really stood out to me was the mock job assessment and application package. I thought I had a pretty good understanding of what a resume and cover letter was, but going through this activity really opened my eyes to build a completely new resume and rethink how I present myself professionally. The structure of the assignment encouraged me to dig into details, things like how to highlight specific achievements or how to tailor my experience to match the job description. And even small things like formatting and wording choices, really make that big difference. It made me realize how easy it is to overlook sections of an application that actually matter, like summary statements or skills that align with the job posting. And honestly, using Canva to design the layout gave me a bit of confidence. It kind of was fun figuring out how to make something that looked polished and professional, and I'll definitely keep building off that resume that and apply it to future jobs. So another part of this course that really stood out to me was the career simulations. These gave me realistic scenarios where I had to respond as if I was already in that professional setting, dealing with coworkers, supervisors, even clients. And one simulation in particular was responding to an email from a former employee who felt like they were passed over for a job in favor of somebody less qualified. And so that situation required a lot of thought, and my management team and I had to come up with a calm, respectful response that acknowledged their complaint, but also looked at how we could improve the process moving forward. So we ended up deciding to speak with the hiring manager, review the current selection criteria, and then talk about whether certain qualifications should weigh more heavily in decisions. And that experience showed me how important it is to balance that professionalism with a side of empathy, and how sometimes the right answer isn't always about being right. Rather, it's about listening, being fair, and thinking long term. So, that kind of communication is really important in social work, and I'm really, really glad that we were able to practice that here within this course. So, looking ahead, one of my biggest personal career goals after this course is to pursue my master's in social work. I've known for a while I want to continue my studies after graduation, but this course helped me realize how much of a difference it is having that next level of education, and both in terms of these jobs I can access and how confident I really feel within my skills. Having a master's degree will give me more financial stability, but it will also give me more peace of mind emotionally. I'll know invested in myself and I've done the work to prepare for a long term career in a field I really personally care about. So it's a personal goal as it is professional, and I know it won't be easy, but it's something I'm really ready to work towards. And to move forwards to that goal, I'm planning to take a few key steps, two specifically. And the first is researching and applying for a non thesis master's program. I'm looking for programs that allow for a more flexible structure, especially since I'm going to be trying to work part time while studying. And the non thesis route appeals to me because it's more of a hands on side of social work, things like working directly with clients and families in need, and I want to get into that field sooner rather than later. So, as a part of gaining that experience, I am planning to apply to FACS, which is called Family and Child Services in Niagara. And I'm going to apply for a part-time position as a family group conferencing facilitator. So this role really aligns with my interests. It involves working with families and the vulnerable sector, and is exactly the area I personally would like to specialize in. And if I'm able to get that job, I'll be building a valuable experience while also strengthening my application for graduate school. And the second step I am taking is to secure strong reference letters. So I'm planning to ask my current employer at Canadian Tire for written reference, even though it's a retail job. My managers have seen me work through all kinds of situations like customer complaints, team collaboration, time management, problem solving, you name it. And they can speak to the kind of employee I am, which I think says a lot about my character and work ethic, regardless of the situations. And sometimes those kind of references show more than just what you see on paper. And overall, this course really helped me to connect the dots between where I'm now, where I want to go, and it wasn't just about assignments, it was about learning how to think through situations and communicate clearly. So those are all things I'll carry with me as I take the next steps towards my career in social work. And, I'm just really excited to make more informed decisions within the professional setting. So thank you for listening, and I really enjoyed this course.